Yo, what's going on? Hope you're all having a good day or a good night wherever you may be. And today we're going to be doing another episode of Beat from Scratch. And today we're starting completely from scratch again. And we're going to be working on a boom bap beat. And I'm not sure if it's going to be like an old school kind of boom bap, or is it going to have other elements of other types of hip hop in it? Kind of maybe like adding some trap metal into there, or adding some trap elements. Not 100% sure. We'll just see where it goes. So we're going to start off by lowering the tempo to about 88 BPM. Let's see what that sounds like. I like the way it sounds there with the tempo, and I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a piano. Now I'm going to be using stock plugins again, and we'll just go with FL keys. Let me turn down the master again for the video. And let's go into our piano. And let's hit down the hardness. I like the way that sounds there. Let's add it to the mixer channel. And straight away we're going to put a little EQ on it. And we're also going to put a compressor and just do a complete mix and turn down the gain a little bit. I think that sounds good. Exit out of that. Let's go into the piano roll and let's create a pattern of some sort. Now we're in boom bap, so I'm thinking maybe we should do it in the key of D minor. At the moment, we might change it, we might not. We'll see. Let's do D for now. Let's do our basic pattern of some sort. Um, really like that chord there. That is one thing you can do with chords, is you can add the two notes in the scale that are right next to each other. It makes it like a very suspenseful chord. So you could that, or you could potentially also do. Well, I personally like this. Let's extend that. Let's put down a bass note. And let's play around with this. Let's make a little melody out of it. Let's also put on our metronome so we can hear the tempo. I like the way that sounds. Let's duplicate that and change stuff here ever so slightly. I like the way that sounds there. I think we'll maybe add a little bit more of the lower notes. I really like the way that sounds. I'm going to place that there. I think that sounds good. Let's humanize this a little bit, make it a bit more realistic by randomizing the velocities. Let's also quantize the whole thing now. Oh, that didn't work for some reason. Let's shorten these notes here. There we are. And I think that sounds good. Now, I'm thinking what we should do. We have this pattern here. So what we're going to do now that we have our melody here is we're going to consolidate this track. There we go. Shorten that there. Let's make sure that it's all aligned perfectly there. And what we're going to do now, this sample that we've just made, is we can chop it up and we can see exactly where it is. So if we just chop it up. Okay, cool. So now we have our sample reorganized and rechopped. And this is what we have so far. I really like the way that sounds, so I'm going to consolidate that as well. Now we have that as a track in itself. Let's route that into the mixer. And again, just to make sure everything's nice and clean. Um, Now that is going to be completely muted. As you can see here, it's grayed out, which means it's completely muted. So that's our main sample. I'm gonna try something out here. Let's copy that and let's make it unique. And let's lower the pitch by a whole octave. Don't really like how that sounds, so I'm gonna delete that. Um, I feel like we maybe need another kind of like a piano hit. Right about there. Um, Let me go into FL keys. We want it to be kind of like a diminished or an augmented chord. And let's make that a strum. Right there. Perfect. Let's do that. And let's put these in here. Let's see what it sounds like. We could have it shorter by half. Um, I just realized that we are not in D minor anymore. That's not gonna work. That's my bad. Um, we are in B, I believe. Oh, sorry, B flat. I like the way that sounds, but it needs to be maybe higher. Yeah, I kind of like the way that sounds there. I'm gonna add that every second bar. Really like the way that sounds there. And what else should we add into this right now? Should maybe add a little sample from Splice, I believe. Let me go to Splice and we'll be right back. Okay, we are in Splice right now. Let's find ourselves a nice sample, maybe a vocal sample. Okay, so I didn't find a vocal sample, but we did find a cool sounding lead sample that we're going to use in this. And let me just quickly get it. Okay, so we threw the sample into FL Studio. The sample is in G minor, and we are in a B flat minor, which means G sharp here, A, B flat. And now we should also stretch it so it fits in. I think it sounds good right there. Let's add that into the mixer channel. Lower the volume, put on an EQ, cut the lows. Let's put a bunch of reverb on that. Let's go into my ambient setting, and we're actually gonna turn down the dry. I want this sample to be mostly reverb. I think that sounds really cool there. Let's maybe add some cool texture sounds and see what we can come up with here. Add that pattern. Let's go on to morphine, and let's go on to pads and atmospheres. Maybe let's not use morphine. It doesn't seem like it has the sound I want. Let's go into toxic biohazard and let's see if it has what I need. I really like this sample right here. We're going to use that. Let's route that into the mixer. Bring the volume right down. And let's see what we can come up with. We are in A flat. No, sorry, B flat. So those notes are wrong. It should be this. Really like the way that texture sounds there. So we're going to put an EQ on that. Go to the lows. And let's put a big reverb on the piano chord hit. Let's copy. So since we're pretty happy with this, we're gonna move these guys over. We can get rid of that. We may possibly be playing around with that later, but right now let's duplicate this and loop this section and hear how the sample sounds now. Actually, I think we're also going to add an atmosphere sound from here. And it will be this exact one right here. Let's shorten that. And we're in B flat, so let's take that. Route that into the channel. Put an EQ on that as well. I really like the way that sounds. Very subtle. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to make that one unique. And I think I'm going to pitch this one up a whole octave. We're going to route that separately. Just so we can control the volume of that one. In case we wanted to be more prominent. And there we have our Boom Bap melody complete. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned something. I think in the next video we will be continuing on with the drums and expanding on the beat a little bit more. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Let's hear from our sponsor.
Dubby Energy is an all-natural substitute to your everyday commercial energy drinks. They are a direct competitor to the likes of Sneak and G Fuel, rising very fast in popularity. While most average energy drinks contain synthetic caffeine and flavorings, Dubby is made up entirely of natural flavors and natural caffeine. You can now use my 10% discount code to use with your first order. The code will be in the description of this video along with a link to their website where you can place your first order. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Thank you W Energy for sponsoring this video.